Beginning on March 1st, 2026, certain all-cash real estate transactions will be affected by a new federal anti-money laundering rule across the United States. This rule comes from the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, also known as FinCEN, which is a division of the U.S. Treasury. The transactions mainly affected are all cash purchases involving entities such as LLCs, corporations, or trust. I'll explain what this means for buyers and sellers and what you should understand if you're considering accepting or submitting a cash offer through an entity. Over the years, federal agencies have found that some individuals have used companies or trusts to purchase a property with cash in order to hide ownership identities. This new rule is designed to increase transparency while keeping information private and helping protect the real estate system overall. So let's talk about which transactions are affected. Generally, this applies when a buyer is purchasing with cash and they are buying through an entity rather than as an individual. That can include an LLC, a corporation, or a trust. Reporting may also be required when hard money or non-institutional lending is involved, or in certain seller finance transactions where a large portion of the purchase is paid in cash. So what does reporting actually look like? Both the buyer and the seller may receive a secure link requesting information related to their side of the transaction. On the buyer's side, if purchasing as an LLC, additional details may be required for all members involved in ownership. If purchasing through a trust, information may be required for trustees and beneficiaries. For example, if a trust has 2 trustees and 4 beneficiaries, all 6 individuals may need to provide identifying information. In addition, banking details and source of funds information may also be required. And if the required reporting is not completed, the transaction may not be able to close. Now let's talk about cost. Current estimates suggest that this additional reporting could range from approximately $150 to $750 per transaction. If a transaction falls apart, the responsible party identified in the purchase agreement may be charged that fee. So naturally, the next question becomes, who pays? In many cases, sellers may expect buyers to cover this cost, since traditional institutional financing typically does not create this additional expense. That's why it's important for both parties to clearly identify responsibility for the cost within the purchase agreement. And here's an important point to understand. This reporting requirement generally applies when the purchase is made through an entity. When a buyer purchases as an individual, those reporting requirements may not apply in the same way. As always, buyers and sellers should discuss their specific situation with their legal and tax professionals. The good news is that most traditional home sales will not be impacted by this rule. If you're thinking about selling, don't wait until your home is on the market or already in escrow to understand how rules like this could affect your transaction. Reach out to me early in the process. I'm Yolanda Castro, broker owner of Castro Realty Company in Camarillo, California, serving Camarillo and the surrounding cities. I help homeowners prepare strategically before they list so they can avoid surprises and move forward with confidence from day one. Thank you.